Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for installment of Scott Selections here for Sunday, September 11th. For again, today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a pretty underwhelming day, went 1-3 for negative 2.09 units. Going in order, starting with the YouTube play from yesterday, gave out the Rays in baseball on the money line at even money on Bet Online, and they got absolutely demolished. Corey Kluber was amazing against the Yankees in his first four starts this season, then gave up a hit to the first seven batters of the game. And the Yankees scored a bunch of runs in the first inning. Kluber had his shortest outing of his career. I believe he went two-thirds of an inning, and the Yankees won in blowout fashion. Then the college football show went 1-2 there, had Bama minus 20 at minus 110 on Fox Bet. Not even close. Bama's offense was a disaster for the entire game. Then we also had Virginia plus 4.5 at minus 115 on FanDuel. That was not close either, as Virginia's offense did nothing against Illinois all game long. But we did pick up a winner with Memphis minus 5 at minus 110 on DraftKings as they blew out Navy. So three blowout losses and a blowout winner. Not a good day at all. Look for a bounce back winner here on Sunday. And for today's play of the day, going to the NFL, looking at an afternoon game between the Chiefs and the Cardinals, taking place at around 4:25 p.m. Eastern time. And for this matchup, we like the Chiefs minus 5.5 and minus 125 on FanDuel. Time recording of 2:50 a.m. Eastern time. Couple reasons why I like the Chiefs to win this game by a decent margin. First reason, looking at some historical trends, the Chiefs have been very good offensively under Andy Reid in week one of the regular season. The Chiefs have scored at least 33 points in each of their last six season openers. So I do expect the offense to look pretty sharp in a dome on a Sunday afternoon. Plus, the Cardinals are extremely injured on the defensive side of the ball. They lost Chandler Jones in the offseason, who was arguably, if not obviously, their best pass rusher. And J.J. Watt is currently questionable for this game due to injury. Now, Watt, I know, is basically washed up at this stage in his career. But if you want to look at the actual Cardinals depth chart on the defensive line, it's not exactly a plethora of quality options. And to go through some of those options here, the projected defensive line, you have J.J. Watt starting. You have Rashard Lawrence, Zach Allen, Dennis Gardick. Yeah, I think you get where I'm going with this. I'm not exactly sold on the defensive line. And Watt, based on the fact that Chandler Jones left and they didn't really replace him with anybody, you could argue he's their best pass rusher, which is a serious problem, but he might not play anyway. And the Cardinals, in addition to generating not much pressure against Mahomes in this game, they're also going to struggle to cover people because they're going to be missing at least one starting corner, potentially two, as Trayvon Mullins is out for this game and Byron Murphy is questionable. So Arizona might have no pass rush and no secondary, facing off against arguably the best quarterback in the league. I don't think they're going to get many stops in this game. Plus, Arizona's offense is also battling some injuries, mostly to the wide receiver position, where they're going to be at least shorthanded because DeAndre Hopkins is missing this game because of his steroid suspension, and Rondale Moore is going to be out as well. So Arizona is going to have to really rely on some unproven commodities at the receiver position. You have A.J. Green, who was there last year, didn't really do much. You have Hollywood Brown, who they traded for. They did lose Kirk. Is Brown familiar with the offense? I don't really know, but either way, he's technically their number one. And they have Greg Dortch as their slot receiver, who most people probably don't know. They also have Isabella. They don't have many great receiver options, and as a result, I do think Arizona is going to struggle since they're not going to get many stops either. I think you might see Kansas City score a bunch of points, and Arizona's offense might look a little bit sluggish in the first week of the season with this many weapons out. Now, to go through some other facts, to go through Arizona's home performances recently, they've not been good. So home field advantage will exist. The problem is Arizona's really been not even close to covering the number in their last couple of home games. Arizona is 0-5 ATS in its last five home games. So Kansas City is going to be walking into a dome with Mahomes, which is always a good sign, against a very underwhelming pass rush, very, very injury-riddled secondary, and Arizona's also missing two of its top three or four wide receivers. I think this game might get ugly. I think Arizona might get blown out in their own building. If Kansas City wins this game 34-17, I really wouldn't be surprised. But minus 5.5, I do think is a pretty solid number, and I expect the Chiefs to continue doing what Andy Reid does, which is dominate in week one. So the play that once again here for Sunday, September 11th is going to be on the Chiefs minus 5.5 and minus 125 on FanDuel. Bye, everyone.